Just imagine for a second. You wake up, you grab your coffee, and then your phone just starts blowing up. Your bank account, it's been drained. Those private messages you sent years ago, they're suddenly trending online. Your entire digital life, every secret, every search, every little thing is just out there for everyone to see. And this isn't some normal hack. No, this is the day encryption as we know it dies.
Look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi movie plot. This is a very, very real threat that's barreling towards us. It's something intelligence agencies and tech giants are absolutely scrambling to solve. And it all kicks off with one simple, kind of terrifying idea.
Okay, so let's really get into this, because this right here is the ticking time bomb. Right now, as we speak, adversaries are sucking up and storing unbelievable amounts of our encrypted data. We're talking your emails, your financial records, your supposedly secure messages. They can't read any of it yet. They're just hoarding it all, building these massive digital libraries of our secrets, waiting for the one key that's going to unlock absolutely everything. For decades, we've all been living inside this comforting bubble of security. You know, that little green padlock in your browser, the end-to-end encryption on your apps. It's all built on these math problems that are so ridiculously hard that our best computers today couldn't solve them in billions of years. But here's the thing. The very definition of impossible is about to change. Big time. So, what's the big game changer? Well, it all boils down to this really fundamental difference. A normal computer bit, that's like a light switch. It's either on or off, a 1 or a 0. Simple. But a quantum bit, a qubit, that's more like a spinning coin. It can be heads, it can be tails, or, and this is the crazy part, it can be both at the exact same time. It's a property called superposition, and it lets these new computers check a mind-boggling number of possibilities all at once. And all that incredible power has a very specific target. It's an algorithm called Shor's algorithm. You can think of it as the ultimate quantum hammer. It's not about just guessing passwords really, really fast. No, it's smarter than that. It's designed specifically to find the hidden patterns inside the very math that protects our data today. It's the perfect tool to shatter our supposedly unbreakable digital walls. Now, just let this sink in for a moment. To crack a standard encryption key, a classical supercomputer would need more time than the entire age of the universe. A powerful enough quantum computer, it could do it in about the time it takes to watch a long movie. We are talking about going from an eternity to a single afternoon. That is the insane leap we are facing right now.
So here's the point that really matters. This isn't just about government secrets or big corporations. This is deeply personal. Every single piece of your digital identity, every secret you have ever typed and sent is locked away with a key that is on the verge of becoming totally useless. And this is already happening. Adversaries are actively harvesting an estimated 1.5 zettabytes of encrypted data from undersea cables every single year. What's a zettabyte? It's a trillion gigabytes. It's an almost unimaginable library of stolen secrets, just sitting there, waiting for the right key.
And all of this leads to what people are calling Q-Day. The moment a quantum computer powerful enough to break our encryption finally comes online. On that day, the game is over. All that data they've been stockpiling, years, maybe even decades of our private lives, becomes instantly vulnerable. An open book for anyone holding that quantum key.
And when that day comes, it's not going to be just one isolated incident. Oh no. It will be a cascade, a catastrophic domino effect that rips through every single part of our society. The fallout would be instant. In the financial world, crypto wallets could be emptied in minutes. Stock markets could be thrown into chaos, triggering a global crash. Military comms, once totally secure, could be read like a newspaper. Weapon systems could be hijacked. And for you and me, private health records, every embarrassing message, every photo, suddenly public domain.
I mean, just think about the money for a second. The encryption that holds up the entire $1.2 trillion Bitcoin market, it would just shatter. Shor's algorithm could forge signatures, drain accounts. All that wealth could literally vanish in an afternoon.
And this is how a quantum attack makes old disasters so much worse. You remember that massive Equifax breach, right? Well, with a quantum computer, all that stolen data, names, social security numbers, could be instantly weaponized to create flawless, perfect fake identities on a scale we just can't even comprehend. The sheer scale of this is mind-bending. Gartner estimates that by 2025, 75% of the entire global GDP will depend on encryption that a quantum computer can break. We are talking about a $100 trillion problem just waiting to explode.
Okay, that was a lot of doom and gloom, I know. But here's where the story pivots. The threat is absolutely real, but so is the solution. We're not just sitting around waiting for this to happen. The world's brightest minds are already building the shield. And this right here is our escape hatch. It's called post-quantum cryptography, or PQC. Basically, these are brand new types of encryption built on totally different math problems. Problems that we believe are incredibly hard to solve for both regular computers and quantum computers. It's like changing all the locks on your house to a new kind of lock that the master key can't even touch. And this isn't just a theory, it's happening now. The U.S. National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, has already picked the first wave of these PQC algorithms. You've got names like Kyber and dilithium. And what's really interesting is that one of our old standbys, AES 256, is still considered really strong. A quantum computer weakens it a bit, but it doesn't break it. So that's good news. And this chart just lays it all out. Look at the bar for our old encryption, RSA, against a quantum computer. It's basically zero. It's gone. Now look at the bars for these new PQC standards and for AES. They stay astronomically high. This is what our digital security has to look like in the quantum age. Now let's be real. Upgrading the entire planet's digital infrastructure is a monumental task. It's going to be incredibly complex, it's going to be expensive, but the alternative, a world with no secure data, no privacy, that's just not an option. Our digital survival literally depends on making this transition happen. Which brings it all back to us, to you. Because this isn't just a problem for governments and giant tech companies to solve, it touches every single one of us, and that means we all have a role to play in getting ready for what's coming. So here it is, your survival guide. Step 1, inventory. You've got to know what systems you rely on, both at work and at home, that are using the old vulnerable encryption. Step 2, migrate. We have to start upgrading to these new PQC standards right now before Q-Day hits. And step 3, prepare. Because this won't be the last major threat we face. We have to build our systems to be agile, to be ready to adapt to whatever comes next.
And I really want to leave you with this idea. People are calling this Y2Q. It's a problem that makes the old Y2K bug look like a walk in the park. But unlike Y2K, which had a hard deadline we all knew about, Q-Day is going to show up completely unannounced. If we wait for that day to start acting, we will have absolutely zero time to prepare. So the choice is pretty stark, and it's staring us right in the face. We can start the migration to a quantum-resistant future today, or we can just wait around and become casualties of the cryptopocalypse. The clock is ticking.